It was recently announced that Valkyrie Drive Bhikkhuni will be coming to Steam this summer, fully remastered in 1080p and 60 FPS, with native support for even higher resolutions. This brought the question of whether the title would be available in Australia and Germany, as last year both regions refused the Vita version for R rating. Australia took issue with implied sexual violence, referring to sexual activity which the characters had not consented to, as well as the use of sex as an incentive and reward. Germany, on the other hand, refused the game due to believing that the game depicted underage characters in sexual situations. We now, however, have an answer about this from Marvelous, the Steam version's publisher, and it turns out that they are planning on releasing the game worldwide. Marvelous Europe's marketing manager Mike Fisher confirmed the news to Censored Gaming, who said they are planning to sell the game worldwide through Steam, and that this hasn't changed and I don't see it changing. This is great news for everybody located in these regions, as the title has up until now been unavailable. Whilst being refused classification in Australia doesn't normally mean that the game is illegal to own, it does mean that it's illegal to sell in stores in the country. Due to this, often publishers or even Steam themselves would choose to block these games in the region. Germany, on the other hand, is much more complicated and much more strict. As regular viewers will know, Germany has something called the Index, aka the list of media harmful to young people. Games placed on the index have varying degrees of rules applied to them, depending on which category they are placed in. As explained by the German Steam group for Uncut, who are an anti-censorship group that are especially knowledgeable about complex German law, when the game was originally refused a rating, it was then automatically treated like an index game, due to being seen as severely harmful to minors. Index games are actually not allowed to be sold on Steam, and so what will happen here is unknown. This is of course something that should be fine though, as long as nobody alerts the German authorities, but be warned that even if Valkyrie Drive does get a release in Germany, it's a possibility that this could eventually change. This has happened many other times in the past. Many index games sold on Steam in Germany have later been blocked in the region, so again, if it does get sold in Germany, make sure to grab it as soon as you can. We currently do not have a precise date for its release though, but Marvelous has stated that it will be coming sometime this summer. All previously released DLC will also be available at launch, although this will not be included with the price of the main game, and will instead either be available as a bundle with the base game or as a separate downloadable content pack.